Tynt Meadow English Trappist Ale.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. There is no sun, but there is beer. And that is all that matters. And tonight, I have got a really special one. And when I say special, I do mean special. Because this is the one and the only English Trappist Ale from Tynt Meadow. Now these are based up in the Midlands of the United Kingdom, and they are a Cistercian order of monks, and they are the only ones outside of Belgium, I think. I'm pretty certain it's just outside of Belgium that have got official permission to put this marking on the back of the bottle. Whether you can see that or not, but that is the Trappist marking. Not many breweries get that. There's quite a few in Belgium, but there is only one in the United Kingdom, and that is Tynt Meadow, and I'm going to try that now. Little bit about them. They're quite interesting. They are, as I say, they're the only English Trappist brewery in the United Kingdom. They are a Trappist brewery in the true sense of the word, because the monastic order who work there, they also brew the beer as well. And they have quite an interesting. I'm not going to read it all out to you, but they've got a quite interesting gumph on their website. I urge you to go on the Tynt Meadow website and just have a look at, you know, their philosophy, what they do, etc. I mean, they're proper into their religion and all that. I don't know whether that's your thing. It's not my thing, but I can appreciate what they're doing. But they have got one thing. Apparently, it's a biblical quote, and it's Psalm 104, and it says, you make the grass grow for the cattle and the plants serve man's needs, that he may bring forth bread from the earth and wine to cheer a man's heart. Well, wine fucking annoys me, but I'll tell you something, beer I can definitely get on with. So I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to review this beer. Right, what is it? It is English Trappist Ale. Who the fuck thought you would ever see that? But it is. This is the competition for Belgium. Now, to be honest, I'm not holding out much for this, because obviously the Belgians have got that nailed. Anything else is just like a parody, but I'm hoping I'm going to be surprised here. Strong ale brewed by the monks of Mount St Bernard Abbey in Charnwood Forest, which is up in the Midlands. This is 7.4. So the missus is watching The Big Bang Theory down a minute. I don't know about you, but I fucking cannot stand that programme. There you go. Cannot stand that programme. Fucking annoys me. On the back of the bottle. Anyway, enough about the fucking Big Bang Theory. A pile of shit that it is. With this beer, we have returned to a 19th century tradition of brewing in our abbey. When our brethren arrived in 1835 and settled in the poor cottage on Tynt Meadow, fucking hell, Tynt Meadow, now an extension of our monastic enclosure. This strong dark ale re-ferments in the bottle, yeah, so this is bottle conditioned, as I said. Store in a cool, dark, quiet place. Fucking hell. Cool, dark, quiet place. Not with them two dogs, and my missus and her daughter. Anyway, pour gently at 9 degrees. I haven't measured what the temperature is. Ingredients: water, barley malt, sugar, hops and yeast. Sugar is quite a common ingredient, so I'm not too put out by that, but it's quite a common ingredient in Trappist ale. Yeah, this is, as I say, it's based up in the Midlands, in Leicester or near Leicester. The best before date is the 8th of the 10th, 21. So This is quite a new beer, but it's still fermenting in the bottle, so there's bound to be a little bit of sediment and stuff. So I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to open this up and see what we're getting. Right, let's get it open. Right, here's the cap, green cap with 3 stripes on it. That is all you are getting. Simple and to the point. Bit like most Yorkshiremen. Right, let's get the aroma on the nose out of the bottle. Oh my good God, that smells absolutely gorgeous. Oh, the amount of fruit and chocolate malt on this is just insane. And there's a little touch of spirit alcohol. This smells absolutely amazing. I'm imagining the sweetness that's coming from this is coming from the sugar. But it smells absolutely stunning. Let's get it into the glass. Now, I've heard good things about this. A mate who's on a West Ham forum that I'll go on, he recommended this, said it was really good. So here I am. Right, there's everything in the glass. I'm using a chalice because I really don't know what I should be using. So it's 33 centilitres. I thought it was a bigger bottle, but it is just a half a pint. So I will keep that bottle because that really is a special one. I've not had an English Trappist ale before, but this is a first for me. I have to say, it looks disgusting. It looks like watered down coffee that's been poured into a glass. The head is non-existent. I'm not too put out by that because you do tend to get that in these Trappist beers, especially with the high alcohol content. But yeah, there's no head there at all on the nose. Oh, fucking the aromas. It's almost spirit-like, if you can imagine that. Like a very strong brandy or rum even. There's the fruit, the amount of fruit, dark fruit that is coming off this is just insane. And there's licorice as well. I'm getting licorice out of that. So you've got dark fruit, licorice, sweetness, and it smells like, the sugar smells like molasses, almost treacle, like, not in a bad way. But yeah, I've got to dive in and see what this is like. Let's get it down the hatch. Cheers. Wow, that is so complex. I'm gonna have to dive in again. Okay, there's spirit alcohol on it, and you're getting that warming down, going into the stomach. And I'm also getting it in the nose as well. The amount of dark fruit that just hits you straight away, like raisins, dates, dark berries. That's what I'm getting. And then there's a mixture of toffee and chocolate malt on that. But there's also a sweetness running through it as well, which is coming from that sort of brown molasses type sugar. But it's amazing. I've just cut that out. But I've just sneezed 4 times with that alcohol going up the nose. This is fucking amazing stuff. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. The amount of fruit and sweetness on that. Although it says store in a cool, dark place, I've had this by the side of the kitchen, and our kitchen is quite cold. It gets cold at night and all that. So when I say this is at room temperature, you know, and even though it is quite warm out there. Our kitchen is quite cold, so this is cool-ish. I wouldn't say it's cold, and it's not even chilled, it's just below chilled. So I'm getting all the flavours, which I wanted to do. I think if you drank this with, you know, a little bit of chin on it, I think you're going to miss out on some of the flavours there. But lifting it up to the nose, I can't remember getting that off any other Belgian Trappist ale. They've all been sort of toned down. This is just insane. The amount of aroma, the amount of fruit that's coming out of it, it's just mental. It's lovely. It's absolutely gorgeous. And to be honest, if this had have come out of a Belgian Abbey, say 100 years ago, this would be up there with that Westvleteren and all the other top, you know, Westmaals, all the other top Trappist beers. This is insane. It's just amazing. It really is. And to be honest, if this is a trend, you know, English Trappist ale, then I think Belgium have got some serious competition. And now I know they've got the tradition of brewing that stuff, but this is amazing. Honestly, this is like a revelation. When it's in the mouth, you think you're going to be drinking a barley wine because you've got such strong alcohol, such strong fruit, and such a rich body to it. But when you swallow, it's very light, and hasn't got that aggression that you get from barley wine. You know, the big alcohol and the big strong flavours you get. It hasn't got that. It's very subtle and very agreeable. So what's the verdict? Well, I think you've heard it all in the last bit, but this really is something special. I think, you know, and I'm not taking anything away from the Belgian Trappist stuff because it's amazing, but I think they've got a bit of competition here. I think if the fans of Belgian Trappist ale tried some of this, I think they would be blown away, because the flavour and the aroma on this are just off the scale. And it's bottle conditioned, and I've got this quite young. You've got another over another year. I'd imagine if this was left, you know, towards the end of, you know, October 21, this would just be insane. Really would. Absolutely amazing. It's a 10 out of 10 without a shadow of a doubt. This is one of the best Trappist beers I have ever tasted, and for me to say that one of the best I've tasted came from Britain really is saying something. And I urge you to get some of this. I got this online from Beerhawk, of all people, but I urge you to get it. Now, I normally do a lot of videos in sequence and I put them up in random orders. I'm going to record this, and this is going to go straight up because people need to know about how good this is. If you're a fan of Belgian Trappist ales, you have got to try this. I don't care where you come from, get it on Beerhawk and try some, just to say you've done it. May not be for everyone. There's a lot of spirit alcohol and there's big fruit, but if you like barley wine, if you like Trappist ales, if you like your real strong English ales, you are going to love this. It's amazing. 10 out of 10 recommended. And remember, beer is working class champagne.